Try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not an option. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not an option. You can't stop me. You're my biggest opponent. You know me, I know you, we know it. Whenever I fail, you always been there to simply remind me I've blown it. You don't see when I'm growing. You don't see where I'm going. You only see in the moment. You know my mistakes. You never let go it. Don't cease to amaze me, and it drive me crazy. Did you catch everything?
All right, we're sitting here with Kaydence. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. She is one of our sponsored riders this year from the podcast, and we're going to sit down and talk to her and get to know her a little bit. So the first thing I want to know, and I think everybody wants to know, is about your horse. What's your horse's name?
Bucket.
How old is Bucket now?
He's either 12 or 13.
Bucket's pretty cool. We love Bucket. What all do you do on Bucket? What do you compete in?
I do barrels, pose, goat tying, breakaway, and trail.
That's a lot. How do you keep it all together?
I just keep him together and keep him calm.
Yeah. He's been there, done that though, right? Is he teaching you anything this year?
A lot.
Yeah, he's pretty fascinating. If Bucket could have a superpower, what do you think that would be?
Staying calm in the alleyway.
Yeah. What about you? Do you stay calm in the alleyway?
Yeah.
That's good. I think horses feed off of nervous energy too.
Yeah.
We can scoot that mic a little bit closer too if you want. What you hear in the headphones is what they're hearing. So what's your plans this year? What's your goals?
Going to the short go at finals for Low Birches.
That's in a couple weeks too, right?
It's in 1.5.
Oh, are you getting nervous yet? Or are you ready?
I'm nervous.
Oh, you're gonna do great. You got Bucket on your side. How that's in Guthrie, Oklahoma at Lazy E?
Yeah.
How long a drive is that? Do you know?
At least 10 hours.
You gonna take snacks?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite road snacks?
Probably chips.
What kind of chips? Lay's?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are hard to beat. When did you start competing and rodeoing and stuff?
At least 3 years ago.
And how old are you now?
12.
12. So you were 9. And then what's the first horse you started with?
Nugget.
Nugget's moved on, right?
Yeah.
He's somewhere else, somebody else's problems. Nugget was no stranger here. If you compared your old horse Nugget and Bucket, what do you think would be the big differences there?
Nugget was more harder to control, and Bucket's more easy walking easier and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's just chill.
Yeah.
But when he gets in there, he knows his job, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What about your inspirations? What athletes are you looking up to these days?
Kelly, she's an awesome barrel racer. I love her.
She's local too, right?
Yeah. And Dusky Lynn Hall.
Oh. Have you met her?
No.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Where's she from? Do you know?
No.
Okay. Maybe John can work his magic and get her in here.
Yeah.
What if you could trade places with a famous rodeo rider, who would it be? Would it be Dusty or somebody else?
Probably Dusky.
Yeah. How many horses do you think Dusty's hauling with?
At least 5, maybe.
Yeah. And that's full time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a goal of yours?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you manage, it's summertime now, so you don't have to worry about school, right?
Yeah.
How do you manage keeping your horses in shape and you and all that during school?
I make sure that they have their feet done and they have all their medical stuff done.
Yeah. That's very important. You've heard the no foot, no horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And all the preventative stuff we do too, like the vaccines and all that. And I think they require that before the finals too.
Yeah.
Because if your horse gets influenza, that's really bad. You ever had the flu yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons.
Yeah, the equine flu is even worse. It can knock them out for like 6 months.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. In a simple shot, we use the Zoetis core and the rhino flu. Very effective. We've never had any breakthrough here. No vaccines 100%, but feel confident you're not going to pick that up when you go out there. I see you got a buckle on. What do you got there?
It's my buckle from last year. I won it for qualifying for a finals.
Awesome. Is that your first buckle?
No.
What was the first one you've won?
It was on Bailey for 4-H. It was about like 3 years ago.
Bailey's a little pony too, right?
Yeah.
Bailey's awesome. How old's Bailey now? Do you know?
She's like 20, 21.
Yeah, she's cool. Is she still around?
No.
No.
We sold her this last week.
Where'd she go?
She went to the Osleys in Marion.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming there's probably another little girl right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And you'll get to see her just a little bit, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. What's another goal you have this year? Maybe outside of rodeo. You trying to do anything else?
Not really.
No, just rodeo riding.
Yeah.
And so what grade are you in?
I'm going into 7th grade.
7th, and that's at Harrisburg?
Yes.
Awesome. You got any idea what you want to do in life?
I want to become like a vet assistant, and I want to become a professional goat tire.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I didn't. Some friends of mine, I watched some videos of their little girl from Texas goat tying. I didn't realize how intense that was.
Yeah.
How do you get off a horse that fast and not go face down in the dirt?
You have to really balance yourself. It's really hard, though.
Have you ever ate dirt doing that?
Oh, yeah.
And how big are the goats? You're flanking them and tying them?
Yeah.
Is that how big are those goats?
They're about like knee high, maybe.
Okay. Have you had any that were just awful?
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Yeah. I grew up team roping, and we decided one day we were going to calf rope. And I'm sure you know Larry Darnell.
Yeah.
We put the rope on the calf and the chute. But this calf was more like a steer. So he didn't even run to the end of the rope. He turned around halfway and just headbutted me and knocked me down. So that was the end of my calf roping career.
Yeah.
So I got to hand it to all you people that get off of a horse, because it's hard enough to stay on one.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about team roping?
I've thought of that about it because Bucket's he's a heading horse. So
Yeah, he can turn a steer.
yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
It's fun. That's me and my brother did that growing up, and that's a lot of fun. And if you're the header, you always get to throw your rope.
Yeah.
But if you're the healer, sometimes you just donate your money if your header misses. And you're doing breakaway?
Yeah.
What's your fastest time?
About 5, maybe.
5 seconds?
Yeah.
That's crazy fast.
Not really.
I think it is. What's a fast time for the breakaway?
2 seconds.
That just doesn't even seem possible, does it?
Not really.
Yeah. Who's coaching you along this season?
Kelly and Larry Darnell.
Oh, those 2 good coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How often do you get to practice?
About like 2 or 3 times a week. Maybe.
And do you get to ride a lot at home, or you have to take them places and ride?
Kind of both.
Yeah. My little girls, I got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they just started riding a little, but Dad still walks the horse around. So I'm thinking about building them a little round pen where they can kind of do it themselves, but I don't think the big open field's a good place to start, just in case. And you might have noticed all this stuff back here. Did you know you get to take all this home?
I do?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There's hats. We reached out to all the drug companies we work with good, and we said, we're sponsoring 8 good young kids. And they said, we will send you some awesome stuff. So Bowringer Ingelheim, Collado, who makes the Protect GI, Zoetis, Pulse Vet, Nultrex, which I think we've injected your horses with maybe. What else we got? Hilltop Bio. Am I missing anybody, John? Yeah, I got Zoetis. So yeah, Autumn and them stuffed some backpacks this morning. So you get all this, and this is the Protect GI. That's one of the best gut supplements. So if you want, you can start your horse on that before finals and keep them on that the whole time, because stress is pretty hard on their stomachs. I think you've probably been familiar with that, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever get nervous? And so your horses can get stressed out too, but sometimes they're a little better at hiding it than people.
Yeah.
So, well, do you have any questions for me?
Not really.
Are you nervous?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't be nervous.
Well, thank you for all the stuff.
Yeah. Well, thank them. You can tag them on Facebook or whatever, and we're going to send them a picture of everything and thank them for sending all this. And thanks for sitting down and talking to us today. And good luck.
Well, thank you.
And then we want to see that buckle you win when you come back. Oh, and the Collado Protect GI, if anybody does want to order any of that, we have a promo code BEC at checkout. You can get 5% off any orders. So if you guys need some in the future, they'll hook you up with that. And anybody listening to this can get that too. So, and if there's anything you need from us, don't hesitate to reach out. And thanks for taking the time to come see us and wear your patch. That's awesome. So we want to see the buckle when you come back that you're going to win.
Okay.
Okay? You promise you'll bring it here when you win it? Awesome. So that's about wrapping this up. So until next time, take care of your horses and yourself.
Veterinary surgeon or start to come quick. Draw the syringe and give it a flick. Bring your little black bag with the medicines in. Bring the trank and the crank and